Welcome to another edition of Ashley's Home Gym Things, and today we have something completely new to me, which is the Speediance virtual-based training system. So here it is in all its glory. We're going to go over the whole entire thing. We're going to highlight some key features of it, go through a couple exercises, show you what this has, and we'll come all the way back and recap and talk about this. So initially, this is the all-in-one. It comes pretty much fully assembled. I mean, there's only a couple pieces you have to put together. It was really easy to set up. As you can see here, the screen is attached. I don't have to do anything. I connected it to Wi-Fi, built my own personal profile, and then I'm like, hey, let's click Ashley, and let's start. Clearly I have to connect it to my Wi-Fi. So I logged into my profile, just clicked my name, logged in, and here is that introductory screen. So before I flip this all out, I want to tell you something that's really cool, is that all these classes that are on here, it's a touch screen, are lifetime free. So there is no membership fee. So if you're used to other virtual training platforms that you have to pay a membership fee every month, this one there's no membership fee. You just get access, and they update it often, and they have all kinds of exercises and workouts, but we'll get back to that. All right, let's take this and set it up. There's a little button here you press to unlock it, so the platform comes all the way down. Give it a second so I can finish lowering. There we have it. So before you even use it, you need to lock the platform in place. So you're going to lock it here, lock it there. That way we follow the safety rules. So this is the Speediance. I'm going to go over just a couple things at the setup. So it comes with several attachments, as you can see. We have this bar. We have a longer adjustable bar here. Comes with a rope. And then up here comes with the ankle cuffs for doing like glute kickbacks. I also have this bench, which is adjustable. Pull the pin and you slide it around to adjust it. The only thing I don't like about this bench is this position here for you to prop it up. All right, is that this bench here is only held together by propped up by that tiny little peg. So there's no locking mechanism here. So hopefully that doesn't slip, but that's the only thing I didn't like, is there was no way to actually secure this up. But other than that, the bench is okay. It is what it is. The padding's okay. Like it's an average bench. It would be one you expect to get in a system like this. Okay, so here is the features. These are your little J-cups for if you want to do any kinds of squats. And then here are your settings. So it goes from 0 all the way down to 9 on both sides. It also has the cable attachment down here. So if you want to switch the cable from down here, and we'll get into the different exercises, you're going to push this little pin in, and you're going to slide it out. My carpet's in the way. There you go. And then you come here, you slide it in this, lock it in, and now you have kind of like a little cable functional trainer here. So same thing on this side. I'll push the pin, I'll move it out, come all the way up, and now I have all the options of a functional trainer up here. So let's go through some of the things on the touch screen that you'd be interested in. Being that this is my first time using a virtual-based trainer, I had to kind of step out of my normal mindset of, I like weights, I like iron, I like the physical feeling of plates, and saying like, okay, who is this for? This is for people who maybe live in the city and don't have access to have a home gym. They don't have the space. For people who love technology and like to play with that kind of things, or people that just like kind of virtually based training, right? Peloton and those other iFit and treadmills and stuff, right? That's a big following because it makes it simple. It's easy to use. You just start it up. Someone tells you what to do. You follow along, then you're done. It takes the thinking out of it, and it gives you progress. So here we are. You can do free lift, which means you kind of, pick whatever you want to do. You're lifting on your own. There's even music. You can't pick the music. And then you can do custom workout, or you can just go to all workouts. So you could do lower body madness. You could do upper body back toning. You know, there's HIIT, there's cardio. You could do yoga, Pilates. There's whatever you could possibly want. And you can also do filters. You can say what level you want to do, beginner, intermediate, advanced, how long you want to work out, 5 to 10 minutes, all the way to 30 and greater. There's all kind, like, it's very customizable. But I'm going to go to the setting of free lift, because I like to just kind of show you some really cool features that I was impressed. So here we have the free lift. You have 4 different options on your dynamic weight. And by that, I mean you could do standard. So it's just going to feel kind of like the standard cable stack that you're working with. You have the option to do a chain, which is going to be as if you were at the gym and you had a chain connected to your barbell, which is going to vary where the resistance is on the curve. So if you're doing a bench press, of course, at the upper push out area, it's going to be heavier, and the lower you get, the easier it's going to be. So it kind of simulates having a chain on your barbell. You also have eccentric mode, which this one blew me away. Eccentric mode gives more resistance on the eccentric or the lengthening portion of the muscle versus the contraction. So if you want to build muscle, you want to do some hypertrophy workouts, eccentric is what you're going to do. And then the fixed speed, this is the other one that blew me away. It fixes the speed so you can go fast. Like if you're doing a squat, you can drop fast, but it loads that way up. So it's I'm going to show you. We'll just show you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That one kicked my ass. Then you have 2 different accessories. You can set it up so it's like dumbbell or like barbell. You have partner mode, so you can work out with a partner. And then you have, you can just flip the display. And then you have assist mode, so you can do level 1 or level 2. That's like having a spotter with you. So it senses if you're struggling, it's going to give you a little bit of an assist so that you don't hurt yourself and you can complete the rep. So let's just go through standard. Let's just do standard barbell. And I'm going to show you, and I'll show you how to attach too. So I'm going to take these back down in here. So we'll start with some leg stuff, and then we'll finish with upper body. Right, slide it in. And I'll show you how to attach the different stuff. So how you clip on attachments. There is a little button on this ball on the side. You press it in. It's got like a little mouth that opens up. You slip the ring in, and then you release, and it clamps it in. And then you come over here, do the same thing, and now we have our attachment. So this platform also, when you're doing reps, tracks your power in watts. So that way you can see if your power is staying equal through every rep, or if you start to get fatigued, it's going to show you. It also has a sensor. So if you pull one way or the other, it's going to give you an alert. It's going to unload the weight and be like, hey, there's uneven tension. It's not safe. Please reset and start again. So you have magnetic resistance from 0 all the way to 220. So you could, from 16 all the way to 220. So you can adjust it here. You can adjust it here, or I have to get the ring. So this is the ring of power. When you put it on, it's Bluetooth connected here. So you can push this button, it turns the weight on, and you can push this button, it turns the weight off. So that way, if you're doing any kind of exercises, instead of reaching on the screen, you can also push the button here, and you can spin the knob to add resistance or take some off. So I'm going to show you a couple different modes of squats. So we're just going to start off like 40 pounds. It's on barbell. This is standard. So here we go. The weight is on. I'm just doing my squats. Standard. So the tension pretty much stays constant throughout the range of motion. If I go to chain, immediately I feel a kind of resistance kick on. I come down, and as I come up, it has a slightly different feeling. There's a little bit more resistance at the top. Here's the eccentric part. This one you won't be able to necessarily see, but I'll describe what you're feeling. So as I'm dropping down, there's more resistance. So as coming down, it's a lot heavier, and then I can pop up. It's like you could just slow, pop up. So this is the eccentric, and then pop up. And then this is the fixed speed. This is the really cool one. So this loads the contraction. So I can drop down fast, and when I come up, I have to really push. And then I drop down. And like, the harder you push, the harder it gets. I'll do one more. Drop down. So this would be really good for power and strength athletes. And when I'm done, I either click my ring, click, turn off, the weight comes off, and I unrack it. That is the really cool thing about virtually based training, is it offers different modes of resistance that you can't necessarily have with free weights and barbells and dumbbells. So let's move to an upper body exercise. I'll show you that. Then we'll get into the bench. We'll finish with the rower. Yes, this becomes a rowing machine, and then we'll recap and talk about everything. All right, set it up. Now we have it set for, let's say, chest press. I use my little ring button. The weight comes on, right? Yep, it's on. Woo, feel it. And then you push. So I just have it for standard. It counts your reps. It counts your power out. It counts all of that. And even when you do the programs that are already designed, it programs in your rest, your warm up. This thing does a lot. Like when you initially set it up, you can take some strength assessments, and it'll take you through to find like your rep max of your squat or your shoulder press, and then use that data to kind of guide you through your workouts. There's a million things that this can do, which, like, you know, for the people who are looking for an at-home simple solution, this is for you. There are a couple things I would change. There's like when I'm doing heavy squats and I have the weight from the bottom up here, it's really hard for me once the resistance is on, like over 150 pounds. I can't take my hands off the bar to click the weight on because it'll give me that signal that, oh, the weight is unsteady. I can show you guys if you want. And I can't lift my arm off to turn it on. So this is really hard to do some exercises. You know what? I'm just gonna show you guys, hold on. So I'm gonna use this bar, which is adjustable. You can push this little gray button and move this collar to any of these holes so you can have different width of setting that you want for the bar. So click it in. It's locked in. All right, so this is what I mean about some heavier squats. So if I put it on, let's just say 100 pounds per side. No, 80 pounds per side. So it's really heavy right now, right? So I go down and then I come up and I finish, let's say this is my 10th rep and I come up. How do I turn the weight off? If I take my hand off, it's gonna give me a, see, there we go. See, not safe, not safe. Oh, I can't get it. There we go. Oh, I'm stuck. So that was real life, no bullshit. I almost just got folded by the Speediance. Thanks, Matt, for saving the day. But that's just to go to show me if you're doing heavy squats, that's the only thing that I find is unsafe. It gave me the alert, the weight system is off. I got stuck. It does come with those J-clips, but how am I supposed to rack it? Like, it's not gonna happen. So that is one of my negatives about that. You just have to be very careful. Maybe have someone with you. Definitely you could engage that spotter system. I didn't have that on, so maybe that's on me. But that was one of the things I didn't like. And that's what I wanted to show you guys was when I was using this, was just like, Next, I know they're trying to make this home gym space saving, but this platform is a little small. So it comes with this bench, but this bench doesn't even fit on the whole platform comfortably. So I mean, it does, but it's kind of just, I don't know, like I don't have somewhere comfortable to place my feet if it's like this. You know, and if I want to move it back to kind of adjust, if I'm doing anything there and I want to adjust it, then my bench is going to have to be on the ground, and then I'm at a decline. So there's just little things. I would have liked a longer balance board, as well as if you want to do single cables from the side, you can't. You can do a few things as long as you stay on the platform, but if you do anything and your weight shifts off the platform, it's going to completely disengage, which makes it tough to do some exercises. again, I'm more of an advanced athlete, so I do exercises outside of the box, outside of what they have programmed here. So if you just are someone that's looking for the basics, this will be fine. But if you're looking for something that has tons of options and able to do cables off the board, it's not going to happen. Okay, so we went over the upper body, lower body, kind of the touch screen. The last thing we have to go over is the rower, which, you know, it's not too bad. So let me set that up and I'll show you guys. So now I set up the rower. You do have to assemble the rower if you get that attachment. It's not that hard, just takes 15-20 minutes. So I have the rower set up. It's just a big piece and you just slide it and fit it and set it, and that's the rower. I mean, it's nothing to it. There's tons of different rowing exercises and workouts on here. So I just picked one and we're gonna hit start and we're gonna row. So while it loads, right, you can see it pretty good smooth back and forth. You got your feet so you can strap them in. And that's it. I mean, if, you know, great way to do cardio. The seat does rock a little side to side, but again, this isn't supposed to be a high-end rower. It's just supposed to be an option for you to do some cardio on your trainer. Okay, it is a cool thing because you get this virtual screen of water, and it looks like, you can hear it counting down. So it looks like you're actually rowing, like you see this person in a boat rowing. And then you just row. The guy's coaching me because I clicked the beginner one. I told you your speed, your stroke rates, your power, your distance, and then you can even increase the resistance on this too. So that's one of the cool things about the rower. And then you just watch a little guy on the boat and row along with them. So it's pretty cool. Nothing really bad to say about that. You know, it is what it is. It's the rower of the Speediance. So that is the introduction to the Speediance virtual base trainer. Overall, it's good. A few things of improvement is have your safety spotter on. And as my photographer, Matt, mentioned, instead of just having the ring to turn weights on and off, have a button for your foot to push for weight on and off. So if you're doing a squat or any kind of exercise where your hands are being used, be able to use your feet. So that is the biggest safety issue that we have. It works really well. There's tons of options. You got the eccentric, you got the dual speed action, so you can just really work on power and explosive movement development. You can have different settings for chain or standard barbell, dumbbell. It has a lot of options. Great for the people who want this kind of workout. This might be the best thing for you. I've never used anything like it, so I can't speak on comparing it to anything else, but the Speediance, for what it is, I give it, it's good. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, leave me a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys here next time.